That's time. Let's get started.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Nasrin Parveen from Bangladesh, one of the facilitators. Thank you for joining us today. In the chat box, could you please say hello or however you greet in your home language in any script?
You said it in your voice before. How about script? And it allows everybody to say it.
One more request, just to feel more connected with the community. Could you please enter your country and city with local time?
Please continue to do that. Let's move on.
Greetings from India. I am Pratyusha Bhaumik, another facilitator. We would like to begin the program by requesting our colleague and president of Star Scholars Network, Dr. Uttam Gauli, to say a few words of kudos to colleagues who have completed the six-week Star Scholar training, and welcome to our guests today.
Thank you, Pratyusha. Dear friends, hello, namaste, welcome. It is my pleasure to inaugurate this momentous occasion, that of completion, commitment, and of course, celebration. I'd like to open today with a quote by one of the most eloquent scholars of our history, Dr. Martin Luther King. Pratyusha, can you maybe turn the sharing off? I want to look directly at you because I don't have any substance on that slide, so that would be my disadvantage. But
Sorry,
yeah,
my fault.
Dr. King said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And if Dr. King was alive today, I imagine he would be in our advisory board, and he would be Dr. Shyam Sharma's best friend. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. I know you all are here today because you have identified an issue that matters, and you have refused to remain silent about it. You want to change the situation. You want to live a full life. Pura vida. Right, Dr. Espinoza? At the very heart of the mission of our network is finding a way to begin to live and make this world a more livable and lovable place. If this program were being broadcast on commercial television right now, I would have to put a disclaimer. Do not try this at home. But I know you are not that audience. And I know we're not that television. Ultimately, we all want to be happy. But we don't know. An overwhelming majority of us really don't know how to be happy. And the secret to happiness is coded in a line by a Nepali poet called Lakshmi Prasad Devkota. Allow me, because it's a Nepali New Year also. So I hope someone will elaborate it later, but I will just reinstate it in my own script and language. खोज्छन् सबै सुख भनी सुख त्यो कहाँ छ आफू मिटाई अरूलाई दिनु जहाँ छ. If you really want to be happy, be useful for service, or you will be useless. And that's the recipe to be unhappy.
Erase yourself and make the other happy.
Perfect. So yeah, this is our moment of pride. Let the show begin. Thank you, friends. I can't wait to be inspired by your amazing ideas here. I'll stop.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President. Thank you, President Golli.
Before we provide you details about the visionary academic and professional development training, we'd like to pose a simple question to the community, because today we're engaging the community as much as celebrating the graduates. In the poll you will see on your screen in a moment, please write in a few words how you currently contribute knowledge to society, especially beyond the academe or including the academe, directly and substantially. Whether you have read the brief essay that we provided in the registration process or not, just share one or two ways in which you as a scholar go beyond books and journal articles for sharing knowledge with broader society. That of course includes journal articles and books, but beyond. In fact, we'd like to ask everyone to keep asking this question: how do I contribute my knowledge? How do I use my knowledge without limiting myself with an academe throughout this session? So here's the poll. Please write in a few words. Oh, I'm sorry, I launched the wrong one. Let me get the right one. There you go. 1 minute. This happens sometimes. A facilitator or a guest who has access to the poll control accidentally clicks on the stop button. Maybe someone did. But did you get a chance to write? If you didn't, please write in the chat box. I'm going to share the results. Oh, view details. Okay. Research, social media, discussion, publication, and trainings. Taking account of the stakeholders, working alongside communities. Let me share the screen so you can see some of the answers that came through before the accidental click. Working alongside community advisory boards. I recently, after Star Scholar training, co-founded the Portuguese Alliance for Mental Health in the Workplaces. Sharing and caring. Wow. I teach. I share information with all my students. I have started writing and publishing with one of our national newspapers. By publishing articles in newspapers, I research knowledge from out of indigenous people and use. These are powerful. Sorry for the technical situation. Somebody stopped the poll, but please continue to write the same ideas in the chat box. Let's move on. We do have another one.
Thanks, Sam. Let's take another quick minute to see which of a few means of public scholarship are most common among us. Which of these methods do you use the most to share knowledge beyond academia? This will help us see what is the most popular modes of public scholarship among us.
So here it is, the second one. This is easier. And anybody who has co-host access, please don't stop it.
Hey, Sam.
Yes.
Some folks are struggling.
Unable to see the poll on their.
Yeah, it says they somehow the option to answer is not available.
That's because they're co-host.
Oh no,
Oh.
I think this is for everyone.
Oh,
For everyone,
so you're not able to select an answer and.
yeah.
No?
It says the option
say,
to answer is not available. Several people have said the same thing. Several participants.
Uh-oh. Answer options are not available. It says poll. One question. You should be able to select a question. Let me stop. Go back and let me relaunch poll. Is it okay now? Thank you for that
Yep.
information.
Let's try it again. See what happens.
Yes.
Should be okay now.
Yay. Uh-oh, somebody stopped it again. I'm so sorry. Let me relaunch. Please, if you are a co-host, don't touch it. You're not able to take the poll.
Mm-hmm.
Need to take the control back, Dr. Sharma.
I know, but I cannot take the co-host access of 14 people or just for this. Normally what co-host guests try to do is to take the poll, but we forgot to tell them that they cannot take the poll. 1 minute, please. For the answers, 30 more seconds, please. 43. Let's go. $20 seconds, please. Let's do it. About 10 more seconds, please. Uh-oh. This time I'm thinking the poll is actually stopping itself.
Yes.
Let me say the result.
They're shorter.
I think so. In any case, nearly 50 of us responded, and it looks like the most popular is social media post. Is it 25%? Another next popular is presenting at conference. This is great. Oh, then there's one which is actually more popular: engage community members in workshops and discussions. So we sometimes don't realize that right there in the list of 10 that we provided are many ways in which we can share and impact knowledge and impact the community. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll continue to think about this conversation, and it doesn't mean that sharing knowledge beyond academia is simply social media. There are thousands of possibilities. Let us keep moving.
Now, to get started on an inspiring note, I would like to ask our facilitator, Mahbube Rakshandero, to read a portion of a poem that expresses the kind of passion for social change that informs our program.
Thank you, Nasrin. I am reading a segment from a poem, Only Voice Remains, by an Iranian poet from the 1970s, Forough Farrokhzad. چرا توقف کنم؟ چرا پرنده ها به جستجوی جانب آبی رفته اند؟ افق عمودی است و حرکت فواره وار و در حدود بینش.
Nella, you're on mute. Nella, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Why should I stop? Why? Birds have gone to seek their blue way. The horizon is horizontal. Movement vertical. A gushing geyser. Bright stars spin as far as the eye can see.
نهایت تمامی نیروها پیوستن است، پیوستن به اصل روشن خورشید و ریختن به شعور نور. طبیعی است که آسیاب‌های بادی می‌پوسند، چرا توقف کنم؟
Fusion creates the greatest force. Fusion with the sun's luminescent soul. Comprehension flooding with light. Windmills eventually warp and rot. Why should I stop?
صدا، صدا، تنها صدا، صدای خواهش شفاف آب به جاری شدن، صدای ریزش نور ستاره بر جدار مادگی خاک، صدای انعقاد نطفه معنی و بسط ذهن مشترک عشق. صدا، 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 تنها صداست که میماند.
Voice, voice, only voice. The water's voice, its wish to flow. The starlight's voice pouring upon the earth's female form. The voice of the egg in the womb congealing into sense. The clotting together of love's minds. Voice, voice, voice. Only voice remains.
大家好, my name is Hannah Minghui Hou. I'm originally from China, and now I'm a PhD candidate in higher education at Old Dominion University in the US. I will be joining a faculty position at Southern Illinois University Carbondale this fall. So today's program is a combination of planning and implementation of a visionary training program in which 74 scholars from 25 countries applied. And 47 out of 60 initially selected and have completed the program successfully. And the program was very different from traditional training in that we had to complete a module of reading, watching, and doing tasks, and then submit an assessment to be qualified for the next step. Let me share my experience while I was also describing the first module. The module provided us with materials to watch and read about how to be a scholar who is productive in research, but more importantly, who creates and uses new knowledge to make a social impact and effect social justice from the ground up. And as an international education scholar, I am passionate about education equity, about how to humanize it and make it ethical. So as scholars, we are encouraged and pushed to publish, but I was not clear how to advance my social goal of equity in education while advancing my intellectual goal. The first module helped me to translate my academic goals into actionable plans for my career. I really enjoyed the learning by doing approach because it helped me to identify the intersection at which I could publish while also contributing to teaching practices in my community and in the field. As just the first step, I am developing a grant to connect different stakeholders of international students services on campus. And I also plan to engage scholars and students globally by adding an online dimension to my grant project. Moreover, I learned that social impact and social justice don't need to be a second thought or an add-on. I learned practically that they can be the very mission of my research. From my lived experience and my research, I will also seek to uncover and disrupt the neo-colonial and neoliberal mentalities to use international higher education for advancing global social good, equity, and justice. And this module broadened my understanding and objectives and helped me create and use new knowledge, advocate the importance of research on society and social justice.
Sabele Namaskar Tatha Nano Abhivadan. Greetings. I am Dr. Praveen Prasad, MD Clinical Pharmacology at Nepal's Tribhuvan University. I would like to describe the second module while also sharing my experience of the program. When I first completed my research, I was so convinced that my findings would change the current practice in the drug promotion industry, and I shared my findings with the pharmaceutical industries. But there was no response and no change. That left me puzzled. It was the contents of this module that made me realize what I missed. I had not identified all stakeholders. I didn't realize the people with whom I tried to share my scientific paper were not interested, or at least have no time to process it. Being a doctor, I have certain responsibilities towards my society. Those social responsibilities can only be fulfilled if I reach to different stakeholders at different levels, peripheral to central, national to international. This was something I could realize through this module. I realized the importance of communicating at places and in the languages that best suits the need of my stakeholders. The need to come out of the world of scientific journals only and get to those unfamiliar places and people for me was eye-opening. I realized from this training that I would need to use different means of communication like editorials and policy briefs and publish in relevant local languages that my stakeholders would be able to assess.
Hello, I'm Jati from Oklahoma State University. I'm also an assistant professor at Diponegoro University in Indonesia. Let me share my experience of the program while I describe the third module. The third module provided us with materials for learning and strategizing how to be academically driven educators who are dedicated to teaching and mentoring the next generation of scholars by integrating research into teaching or another professional area, also for greater service to humanity. In this module, I connected my previous works and used this module as an example of implementation of scholarly leadership for my students. The practical activities of this module helped me to connect why my work matters and the importance of class materials. This module helped me to understand the process of constructing knowledge in the classroom. I had an opportunity to use community of inquiry framework, which consists of cognitive, social, and teaching presences as a case study. I started by choosing an article to explore individually, discuss with students, share with a small group, and present it to the class. It also helped me to bridge between my teaching strategy, student-centered learning, and my goal to be academically driven educator. Getting engaged with Module 3 helped me to realize the importance of research practices in the classroom through collaboration in student participation. Instructors should design a class in a way that fosters engagement. Students actively contribute within class activities.
Is Sarah here?
Sarah?
Hello, there was an internet problem. I'm back. Okay, so I'm Tasneem Hassan Sarah, and I'll be sharing my reflections on the final module, which is module number 4. The final module included resources and guidelines for developing a training or an intervention program with which each of us can support others to magnify the kind of scholarship and knowledge that we can use or utilize that we have learned to advance together. So my planned program is a mental health awareness training program for the scholars and my students, and also for my mentors and colleagues. For my program, I have developed details about duration, timeline, and hours that participants will need to invest, and it is also reward-based. My program will be online-based, so no budget will be required, and we'll use a series of online workshops, including video conferences, to help participants exchange feedback. And in addition to organizing community discussions, participants of my program will also be encouraged to take notes, develop slides, and produce podcasts or videos so they can create their own programs for further translating their knowledge into practice and spread the message transnationally. This training program has developed me to understand how to connect globally and approach a wider audience. This will also be incorporated in my program. I envision advancing social justice by encouraging more people to participate and create a positive change in the society in the area of mental health, which needs more awareness in my country. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Thong Chinh, and I am currently doing a PhD study in higher education at University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, United States. I am originally come from Vietnam. It is my privilege to introduce our facilitators who left no stone unturned to optimize our learning experience this past month. Mabulet is from Iran, working in Japan, and she is an associate lecturer at Kansai Gakuin University in Hyogo, Japan. Nasi Pin is from Bangladesh, and she is a senior lecturer at North-South University in Dhaka. Nella Navarro is from United States and Colombia, and she is assistant teaching professors and international teaching assistant program manager at Rutgers University, the state universities of Jersey. Prasha Bhomik is from India and an assistant professor at Bodoland University in the state of Assam. Phương Quyên Võ is from Vietnam. Quyên is doing her PhD and working as a casual professional staff in the Institute of Newcastle, Australia. And Siam, originally from Nepal, works as an associate professor and graduate program at the State University of New York in Stony Brook, United States of America. I also would like to say thank you to all of you in Star Scholar Network for and these motivating facilitators. Thanks to their welcome attitude, continual push to achieve more and the resource materials curate so delicately that kept us engaged for the next module. And the program was an amazing experience for me and helped me grow both academically and professionally. And there are two main positive impacts for myself. First, it helped me to believe in myself and believe in my research agenda. By being exposed to the cutting edge research and interacting with accomplished scholar, I gained renewed sense of purpose and a lot of confidence in my research. Secondly, the program challenged me to conduct more rigorous research and collaborate with other scholars from different fields, leading to product more robust research and to have better informed and impact to the society. And lastly, the program inspired me with pay it forward attitude by learning practical ways to advance research that directly impacts the society. I am committed to use my research skill to help other scholars achieve their research goals and contribute to the society. Thank you.
My name is Lea Shimek. I'm from Binus University in Indonesia, and I'm one of the participants of our very diverse 2023 cohort. As noted earlier, this year the program involved 60 participants from 20 plus different countries around the world. 74 scholars had applied, of whom 38 were female, 35 male, and 1 person identified as other. Among the 60 who were selected based on a rigorous evaluation of application materials, of whom 32 were female, 27 male, and 1 other, 48 participants completed the program. Among the 48, 28 of us are female, 19 male, and 1 other. As you can see, the proportion of women goes up along the way, and the 1 queer person not only completes the program, but is also among the top 10 performers in our weekly scores. I'd also like to highlight that most of us come from societies and academia that are not yet very inclusive. And in fact, all kinds of new forces are reinforcing traditional structural inequalities against women and minority groups. While this chart only shows gender diversity, however, we are here an even more diverse group in terms of disciplines and professions, languages, ethnicity, class, caste. And these diversities really allowed us to best explore how to localize strategies for socially just scholarship and to identify opportunities for future transnational collaborations. I personally benefited from this diversity very much. I was truly inspired to be able to learn alongside scholars from Indonesia and Ghana, Canada, just to name a few. I have already had initial discussions about joint future initiatives as well. So please let's give a round of virtual applause to all these scholars from around the world.
Muchas gracias. Thank you. It's very rewarding to be recognized and valued for our achievements. Thank you so much. My name is Marina Falasca. I'm an educator and Fulbright scholar from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I will be describing the program outcomes and also briefly commenting on my own experience attending this training. No doubt, we've all invested a lot of time and effort into this program, but it's been worth every minute of it. Goals and expectations were clear from day one, and I believe that some of the program outcomes are a true reflection of this. These are some of the most important program outcomes. The 48 participants have developed our own vision for our academic careers. We are presenting the outcomes of our work today in the form of cascading programs reflecting what we've learned, planning to train 10, 50, or whatever number of scholars we can in the days ahead. With continued support and encouragement of our facilitators, we'll be implementing our own programs locally and collaboratively across borders. We are receiving certificates and will be qualified to lead STAR Scholars Network initiatives. We can apply to be country directors, join the Millennium Scholars Mentoring Program, and if we effectively implement our programs, we'll be recognized as STAR Fellows as well. Most importantly, this program has offered us the unique opportunity to build and expand a global community of scholars and leaders who will rewrite the rules, skilling, reskilling, and upskilling future scholars beyond language, geography, location, and gender. Speaking of my own experience, the most valuable aspect of the program was to be given the chance to exchange ideas and engage in meaningful conversations with scholars from different backgrounds, cultures, disciplines, and fields. This was also an excellent opportunity for interdisciplinary learning. I was challenged to consider multiple perspectives whenever I had to complete an assignment or even think about the scope of my own research, which, thanks to this program, is now focused on helping advance global education across Argentina and beyond. I also noted areas where I still had room for growth and was able to set concrete short and long-term goals, such as potentially creating a START network of Latin American scholars to share and apply knowledge for broader impact, not just in English, but also hopefully in Spanish as well. I feel lucky to conclude this training with a solid program that I will hopefully be able to implement shortly as the newly appointed country director for Argentina. And it's thanks to the support of the facilitators and my fellow colleagues that I'll be able to kick off my new role by offering a quality professional development opportunity for teachers across my home country. Thank you all for making this program a unique and memorable experience for everyone involved.
Thank you, participant facilitators. You've showcased the outcomes of the program. We are a few minutes ahead of time, actually 10 minutes ahead of time. So folks, we will be engaging you in two very different substantial discussions. We are now ready to move on to the main part, the symposium presentation. Nela.
Yes, thank you again. And I'd like to join Sam in congratulating these wonderful participants for all their immense and important work. And now we're going to a very key portion of the symposium, the concurrent presentations by program participants who will share their presentations, focusing on the training or the intervention program that they have developed during this training. So presenters will have roughly 40 minutes to complete their presentations. Please take no more than 12 minutes per presentation. Please make sure that you time each other. Save time for exchange of ideas among yourselves and to, of course, engage the audience. Audience members, when you see a join a room alert on your screen, please do select a room and join. If you don't see the link, find the breakout room tool in your Zoom window or open the more and 3 dots icon to find the breakout room you'd like to join. Note, if there are too many people in any given room, we would like to be able to move audience members within the first moment or two. Presenters, you may now please go to your assigned rooms. Thank you.
I'm creating rooms. Everybody's able to choose their own rooms. Again, presenters go to the assigned rooms and the audience can go where they want. Just in case there are too many people in one room, we would like to move around a few people. I hope we would not mind. Okay, we have 55 minutes, maybe even 60. We're good on time. We are very good on time. We had quite a few technological problems, but we did not give up, or we didn't even, we didn't even allow Zoom to impact us very much. We are still at 10 minutes ahead of time. Let's finish early. That's better than finishing late. Okay, how did it go, everyone?
Really interesting
Lisa,
work.
Thank you. Everybody has so concrete, detailed, powerful programs to impact their communities. Lisa, you were raising, when I went to your room briefly, you're raising an issue that I thought would be very interesting. In about 6 seconds, people will be coming back. What thoughts, inspiration did you have in the room? We didn't plan this post-presentation discussion, but I would like to propose 5 minutes for this segment. We're still 10, 15 minutes ahead of time. So 5 minutes for quick follow-up.
Sure. So this was a discussion that Nasreen and Mirab and I were having about implementing the projects that have been developed by members of this program. And we started talking about how institutions could be supporting those projects, what sorts of compensation, for example, or what sorts of space and time they might be willing to commit to. So I'll turn it over if either of them would like to add more, Nasreen or Mirab.
I can go. I think we were talking about how there should be a component of compensation, if possible, for participants. Also, professional development opportunities where employees are being encouraged to attend at least 1 or 2 professional development activities in a semester or in a year, so that these are just some ways where participants are encouraged or employees are encouraged to attend professional development. And that one way would be to increase the recruitment or increase the number of participants, because they will have the support of their managers, of their institution, where they could participate in these programs.
Other thoughts? One thought that I had was sometimes when we say, how can we make our institutions give us resource or support or budget, right, or space? We are sometimes thinking in sort of one-way traffic method, traditional. Now we can do things without a budget. This program did not have staff and budget and resource. We just created it. Of course, our time has value, but we can do things sometimes that are not possible in traditional paradigms, right? Many of you created programs that are zero budget. Some of you have programs that have a budget. What if those people do not find the budget? I would say, if you cannot do it in the village, go downtown, right? Global community. Do it on Zoom. Invite people. Do what you want. Don't let the budget stop you. Or if you wanted your boss to give you some support and the boss does not really understand, show it. When you finish the program, the boss will understand. Okay? If you want the university to recognize you, don't wait for it. Do it until they have to recognize you. That is my note about program planning and implementation. Nothing should stop you.
Right.
Other thoughts? Am I too optimistic? Am I too romantic?
I just want to add over here, Dr. Salma. I share something, sir.
Hong?
Yeah, I just want to share some experience in our sessions. So it's very interesting sessions. We have 3 presenters and we have different projects. And you CM also mentioned about the funding. And in our sessions, there is a presenter talking about using some statistical tool, and which requires subscription from students. And they found out that they can gain the support from the university. So I think it is very helpful that we can collaborate with each other, and we can have some support from their local institution to make the contribution to the society.
Yeah, I would just like to support Sharman's point of view in terms of not letting obstacles prevent you from doing what you want to do. Just like when you say, well, I don't have money, I don't have any money. You do have money. The money is in the program. The money is in the concept. The money is in the idea. And if you present, and I can tell you this as a former college president, If you move your concept, the people will follow you, because what you're doing is creating something that they can't do. What you're doing is offering something that they don't have time to evaluate, time to put resources into. They're looking for stars. They're looking for people who are going to make their lives easier. And the best way you can do it, I think Sharma is absolutely right. Just do it. That would be my advice.
Give them an opportunity to brag. They will
Yes.
brag and also thank you.
Yes, and give you some money.
Yeah, this is true.
Four of the 6 facilitators were participants last year, and we would like to briefly share what we have gone on to do. Let me begin. I'm Nasreen from Bangladesh. The program last year was an enriching experience that opened my eyes to pursue my academic career more meaningfully. I was unable to run a program on the ground, but I have been able to mentor individuals, work with small groups, and promote research and scholarship in my native language, as well as join the global program as a facilitator. I would not be qualified to do this without first completing the program last year. So to this year's graduates, I would like to say that you may not be able to implement a grant program or do something right away, despite of the pressure we have put on you. And of course, you will try the best you can, but you will be able to do a lot of things better and with greater clarity and impact, from mentoring to networking to doing research with a clearer sense of social purpose.
Thank you, Nasrin. 100% inspired by the training, I implemented 2 small-scale projects. One was a 2-hour virtual workshop for Iranian senior high school students, and the other one was a collaborative online international learning, or COIL project, for my students in Japan with a diverse group of UST students, and it was on multiculturalism in higher education. I would tell this year's graduates that you should try to organize whatever small program that you can, so you can practice your new skills and implement your new ideas. That program may be a workshop, community discussion, or part of your teaching practices.
Thank you, Maha. The program has helped me shape the way I pursue research. Driven by the notion of social justice, I have developed strategies and programs to counter gender inequalities. For example, I have developed and organized a workshop on intimate partner violence since I started working with this community. Instead of only writing about it in the abstract, I have realized I can write for different audiences, translate into teaching, workshop, or other interventions. The nature of my research agenda is practical. In addition, joining the STAR community and facilitating programs like this has also helped me go beyond the limitation of my place and work with colleagues from around the world. To new graduates, I encourage you to locate at least one significant social problem behind your intellectual specialization. See how you can translate into teaching, mentorship, workshop, OPEDs, and whatever is feasible and impactful in your context. Thank you.
Thank Pratusha. I'm Win. I'm from Vietnam, but I'm doing my PhD in Australia, the University of Newcastle. As a graduate of last year, I have gained more confidence as a scholar. My mentors have actually told me that I sound more confident about my scholarship, and that's a big achievement for a doctoral student. I volunteered to facilitate this program because of that confidence. I have spent a lot of time and learned to do a lot of things during this year program. In addition to the skill I gained last year as a participant, to this year graduates, I'd like to say that you may not feel that you can make huge impacts on the society. Just start with small things in a wholehearted way, and you will keep moving in the right direction and make bigger impacts along the way. Thank you.
Their slide. Okay. Let us take a break for 5 minutes now. Please return for a community discussion in which we'll ask you to share and develop your own ideas of public scholarship and social impact. We'll ask you to work in small breakout groups, so do not go away. It's your turn.
Yes, for community members, let's make it short. We're going to end earlier than planned, but come back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. It's your turn.
We look forward to seeing you.
You don't need to go away, but
time to get your water,
mute,
your coffee.
Get some water, use the restroom, mute yourself, turn off the video, take a break. If you just want to be here and just stretch, you can do that.
Yeah, tea is a great idea, indeed. Thanks, Neela.
Tea is a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Water.
But some of us are still fasting.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to go to washroom.
If you want to talk. If you are not tired.
Dr. Sharma,
Ramja?
Yes.
I wanted to ask this question several times, like how I can become a member of the Star Scholars Network.
Somebody's about to give you a lecture. You should have become a member already by now.
Oh, really?
Go to the website and sign up.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That is so easy.
Hi, Sham, and the rest of my question is kind of quite pertinent right now at the moment. So I was actually talking with one of my facilitators, Nasreen. I was saying that I'm from Bangladesh, by the way, and I'm a lecturer. I'm from the Department of Law. So I teach in this university, which is considered to be the best private university in our country. So that's a great thing for me. But then I was thinking of implementing the program under Module 4 in my department. So I was suggested that, since we have been members of this program, and once this program ends, which will of course teach us a lot about many things. I mean, the list is very long. How can I implement the program like in real life in my department? So should I start with workshops? And the thing that I planned for Module 4 was that. Okay. Yeah. And can we invite you to participate in the workshops? Like, that'll be amazing.
Invite all of these wonderful, amazing people from around the world. And based on the expertise that you need, based on the connection that you want to make, based on the impact that they have made, the experience that they can bring. Just choose your people, choose your program, start small. You heard from the 4 graduates from last year who have gone on to do great things. And next year, we're going to invite you, especially if you implement your program within 6 months, you should apply to become a STAR Fellow. And you'll be featured on the website. And Dr. Chris Glass, I think, has joined, and he's going to say more. But our time for the break is about 1 more minute. Anybody?
Thank you so much.
Dr. Glass has actually shared the link.
Aha, thank you, Dr. Glass.
And I see Dr. Cruz has also shared the link for the conference.
Yes, by the way, during the break, we want to highlight there's a STAR conference, international conference, organized by a Spanish university. The organizer, the chair, the convener is here. We will hear from her. There are important announcements that are coming. We don't have more than 30 minutes after this, but let us start with your community discussion.
Yeah, if you're not away, the best utilization of your time probably would be to check out those links.
Let's continue, everyone. Now we'd like to give members and the audience an opportunity to explore the issue of creating new knowledge for broader society and sharing and applying it to make social impact. Based on what you've heard so far today, think about your answers to these questions. Conceptually, what inspired you the most in today's program? And practically, what new strategy will you use to share or apply new knowledge from your research and publication in the broader society or world beyond academia? Please lean more on the practical side, using your conceptual backing to explain the practical action you are already using or plan to use. After letting everyone speak, please discuss any ideas together. You will have 15 minutes total. Graduates, please engage the audience in the discussion and try to motivate everyone to speak. When you come back to the main meeting, we will ask members from a few groups to share an inspiring strategy they are going to use.
I'm going to have fewer rooms this time and recreate 10 rooms. You can go to any room. Well, actually, let me assign, randomize so that we can mingle with other folks. I think 15 minutes should be enough. But if you feel like you have you've shared and exchanged ideas, you can come back in 12:13. We can save time. We have important things to do after this. 15 minutes for you. And our participants, graduates, please engage the community. Give them time and encourage them to talk. Yay, magic. We are really on good time. We are finishing early. We have about 10 minutes for colleagues to share their thoughts and ideas in the full group. After that, we'll wrap up in a few minutes. Please raise your hand or just talk.
Jilesan, guys. Yeah, Jilesan, you can start.
Thank you so much. My first takeaway is, Samji, he said this one only, just do it. Forget others then. Takeaway. Do it in such a way, work in such a way so that your university will recognize you. They will know that you are doing something and that something is related to you. Connecting to this global, from global to local, and with this, keeping in mind that for this larger group of people in your mind. Second one is new strategy is that let's just start, get back to your classroom. You have lots of resources. As Mr. Sharma, he said in the morning as well, we Nepalese have been doing wonderful jobs. Well, the thing is we are not doing properly or we have not been recognized. And from that part, others as well. So my takeaway from there is, of course, you did start doing, definitely you will create that strategy. All those things will be done once you start doing and doing this one. And we have 7 members. Ikechua, he brought up with brilliant idea. He said this one only, a global, just forget this or other English languages and recognize your local language. Begin just start working your local language, acknowledge and recognize your local knowledge, local language. And from there, once you start doing your local language, your culture, your tradition, everything is valued, and hence it gives some sort of sense of belonging and privilege, and you are there to start work in global part as well. Then Ganga said, I am very much excited. It's not only one session, but from the very beginning, I'm very excited. I'm doing this. I cannot stop in just implementing in my classroom. Thank you so much. I can speak for that.
Thank you. That's it. Please continue to write on the side so more people get to speak or share ideas. That's it.
Hello. So one of my biggest takeaways from the breakout session we just had right now was one of the messages from Nela, actually, and I found it highly inspiring. And it was about keep asking, just don't stop. Like, with research, it becomes a very big problem that when we're approaching people, there can be people who are not really like-minded, or perhaps there can be people who might not understand what's the idea that we're planting in our heads right now. So we just have to keep asking. We have to approach the smaller communities, then we step up our game, and then we approach the bigger communities. So this is the idea that I kind of took, a very powerful message. I would like to thank Nela. I mean, this was amazing. It actually was eye-opening that we cannot quit. We just have to keep on asking, and we just have to keep on going. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to share. Thank you.
I just wanted to say that I was in that group, and this idea of it's okay to start small, build it, and they will come really sum it up. So thank you so much for this opportunity and this inspiring. I feel very inspired today with the different ideas really that I heard.
Someone said use the NGO training in the NGO sector. Yes, take it anywhere. Take it to the government sector, take it to the private sector, take the NGO sector, whatever. You can find a platform, people, and a way to get it back. Other colleagues.
Yeah. In our group also, Celestia, in our group also, there were different views, about the future collaboration, and they were saying our friends were very much interesting to have collaboration in coming days as well. The research is being multidisciplinary nowadays, so it is better to have like-minded people's collaboration in coming days as well. So best wishes for all these things, and we'll be having the same platform in coming days as well. Thank you.
Keith.
Wanted to talk within the group. One of the things that was recent was not enough time, but to change of power dynamics. And again, sort of this being a change of, with it being grassroots, it's one of the areas. Also, one of the researchers that had an immense level of publications was starting to look at connecting with the native languages, whether it is, again, being able to give back to the community and connect with, disarming the vocabulary, making it so that it is approachable within the local community. And that was also for some a paradigm shift, both personally and professionally. That was one of the impacts. Also, just being in an area where some of the other associations have a certain hierarchy, that with this being grassroots, again, having the power coming from the bottom up and being able to have members bring ideas, cultivate the ideas, and then even to show different ways as to how the ideas can be fostered. Looking at different, whether it is the research or methodology, being able to compile this and being able to have a way that it can be welcomed and move the ideas forward. Thank you.
We are almost at time, 1 more minute.
Sam Dravina has a great question for us that we might want to address. It's a beautiful, and it's connected to one of your wonderful ideas. So I thought maybe we should address.
What is the question?
I was asking,
are
there Star Scholar reunions or an opportunity for us to engage like in the next year or so that we can see what we've done?
Million dollar question. I think that instead of waiting for until next year, 12 months, a lot of things will cool off, right? And we may even forget the ideas, energies, connections if we wait that long. So I was going to propose to the facilitators of this year, if they'd like to run a mini version of this sometime in October, November, maybe some of you graduates should take over and say, okay, you guys are exhausted, we'll do it. So please reach out to us and propose something, and maybe not as extensive as the one that we do in around March, April, maybe something smaller, but having 2 during a year with this kind of training would be great. But it's a lot of work, hundreds of hours per person. Maybe we should do dozens of hours per person in sometime in October. So please reach out. But it's not Star Scholars, it's us scholars is Star Scholars. There's no, all of us are Star Scholars, right? You can say, is Star Scholar doing that? Well, a sentence cannot be translated into, is Dr. Uttam Gauli going to do it? No, actually he has to, and Dr. Chris Glass or Dr. Vista, they're actually overseeing such a lot of programs. Even reaching out to them with an idea of a 2-hour work is like, don't add. It's a 2-hour new commitment for them. Just take on something and do it. In this program, we didn't bother them too much, although I have to acknowledge that we did ask Dr. Gauli a lot of help, and we should try to minimize that. What I'm trying to say, Joyvina, is get together, let us get together, create a small group, organize a program, and deliver something in fall so that the bigger community stays connected and continues to share. And then in spring, maybe we can go back and do this similar kind of thing. I don't think we will be able to pull off a similar giant program in fall, which is the fall here on this side. But let's reconnect, and we'll also send an exit survey and a follow-up survey. The exit survey will be, how did the program go? What would you improve? So you're going to give us feedback. And the follow-up survey is, where are you in the implementation process? We will ask you that question. We will ask you in 1 month and 3 months and 6 months. And then around 4 or 5 months, we'll say, hey, who wants to do the mid-year networking? And then maybe some of you will volunteer and you can take over from there. The current facilitators can provide support, but maybe someone needs to step up and organize a smaller, impactful program. We still want to. Dr. Gowley. Dr. Gowley?
My time again?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I am lucky. So fortunate. Okay, thank you again, my dear
First, the
friend.
certificates. Just let us deliver the certificate, and we'll ask you to say the final few words later on.
All right, congratulations. Please distribute the certificates, my friends. You earned it.
Yes, and a note here. With so many events that you can participate online after the Zoom boom, and even training programs you can complete online, a certificate sometimes becomes a symbolic gesture. But with this certificate, I can say on behalf of all of the organizers, and I believe STAR Scholars community, this is a formal recognition of your status as a trained and certified member of STAR Scholars Network. Give everyone a round of applause and yourself a round of applause. Please add this certificate to your resume with a descriptive line and maybe a few bullet points, and share it with relevant people in your network. Share it on your social media. We hope this special certificate will be a reminder of your mission ahead and a reminder of how much you had to do to get this. STAR Scholars Network team honors the amount of work you've done, your dedication to a shared mission, and your commitment and support to each other. Thank you and congratulations. Please go to tinyurl.com, my certificate star 23. To download your certificate, you will see only yours. Just download it. We may not save it forever, so please download it. We'd like to make space in the drive after a week or so.
It's asking for access.
Is asking access?
Yes.
It is because you are not using the email with which you signed up, because only that email has access to your.
Okay, so mine is the same email, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can fix that technical problem.
Yes, I'm connected with the same email too.
Okay.
But I had
Says
to
request
access.
It says request access.
Okay, certificates. All right, everybody. I'm gonna make the folder visible for everybody so you can. I guess that's how it's gonna work, right? All right. Now refresh the folder, everyone.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
you
Now
should
it's
be able to see
working.
yours. If you do see another person's, just ignore. Download yours.
Magic.
Yes, thank you. There are a few scholars whom we are honoring for their outstanding performance. Nella, can we find their name, or Nasrin, can we find their name and read them out?
Yeah, okay.
I think I found it. I think I found it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes. Marina Velasca, the new country director in Argentina. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you all so
Natalie
much.
Irby Cruz, even though she's one of the star leaders, she dedicated her time in ways that we could not believe. Thank you, Natalie, for inspiring everybody.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for the inspiration as well.
Leah Simek from Indonesia. Anna Menghui Ho from China, now in the, I think, US. Danny, I forgot his last name, it's not written here. He usually writes only his first name, from Indonesia. Praveen Prasad from Nepal. Courtney Watts from Australia. Thong Minh Trinh from Vietnam. And I think that's it, 10 of you. We were so inspired. We look forward to reading this type of extremely well-written answers and thought-provoking responses. Thank you. Congrats. You are receiving 2 certificates, one as a special citation by the president and the other one as a completion certificate. Please brag about both.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everybody. Dr. Sharma, is it my time again?
1 second. We have special announcements starting with the Star Country Director Program. Natalie, would you like to take 2 minutes for highlighting or inviting colleagues to apply?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Pleasure to be here today. I would love to share briefly about the country directors. So we have a number of country directors here today, like Elena de Prada from Spain, Marina, who just went through the program from Argentina. And we are looking for passionate people. You all have been a part of this program. You know about STAR. So in your networks, in your local communities, to promote what we're doing. We want to support you in the work that you're doing as well. To attend our conference, encourage participation in this program and Millennium Scholars. So you are really our hands and our feet around the world. But you don't have to do it alone. You have this community here. You don't have to, you can apply to be co-directors, director, associate director, and you have a whole community of country directors and leaders that are supporting you. We meet bi-monthly. We have opportunities for you to be engaged and connected. And yeah, that's all. I don't want to take up any more time, but I'm happy to connect with you more to discuss it and look forward to more applications. We've seen a big bump in our applications with this program and the success of the network. And we've got big things on the horizon with our new platform and our research groups that are forming. So lots of ways for you to continue to be engaged with the network. So thanks for the opportunity to share.
Thank you. You have a beautiful background. I don't know if you're able to share the link, but Dr. Glass, would you be willing to share the link for the application? We'd like the scholar to apply. Don't worry about who is the current country director. When the tenure is over, then you're in queue, I think, for consideration.
Or you can also join them and be, be like an associate director or assistant. Yeah, sorry, the link's not easy. I'm out at my son's soccer game. So thank you for helping me with that.
I know that.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay. The Millennium Program is Lisa. Yes, Lisa's here. Would you like to encourage colleagues about that?
Hi, everyone. I would like to say, first of all, huge congratulations to everyone involved in this program. Huge congratulations to everyone involved in planning today's event. This was so inspiring and lovely, and just cannot wait to hear how the rollout of your programs goes over the coming weeks, months, years. So I'll just be very brief, and I'm putting my email address in the chat. We have a program with the Star Scholars Network called the Millennium Scholars Program, and that program is now in its 2nd year. This time it has run for 6 months, and we think it will run for 6 months again in the 3rd iteration of the program. We would start accepting applications for both mentees and mentors this fall, so fall of 2023, to participate next year. So that would be starting in January of 2024. And I think many of the folks in the room today might be very well positioned as mentors who could be working with either master's or doctoral students on a project that those students identify. You'd be working across borders, you'd be meeting someone new, and we are planning to have both an opportunity for publication at the end of the program, as well as an opportunity to come together in an event not so dissimilar from this, an online symposium. So I'll stop there, but I'd just like to say again, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or you're interested in being a mentee or a mentor. We have some mentees who've participated in the past who I know would be happy to speak with you, and the same with mentors if you'd like to get more of an inside scoop of what the program looks like. Thanks again, and congratulations.
Dr. Elena de Prada, conference announcement.
Hello, good afternoon from here to everybody. First of all, I would like to, as well as my colleague before, to congratulate all the participants and organizers for this excellent program. It has been great, very inspiring, very interesting. And connecting this program that pretends also to join our research with with society, etc. And the conference this year it could offer up an opportunity for this. So the Star Scholars Network and the UNESCO chair at the University of Vigo are delighted to invite you all to the Star Global Conference that this year will be celebrated in Vigo, in Spain, on the 9th and 10th of November. The call for papers is open now. This is important, and we would like to warmly encourage everybody to participate in the different sections of the programs, either in person or virtually. We offer both opportunities. And it aims to create a groundbreaking interdisciplinary forum on the included topics. And from the presentations, I have the opportunity to attend this symposium. Your contribution will be fundamental for its success. In addition to the academic aspect of the conference, there will be room for social and cultural enrichment, trying to reflect the global, trustful, and solidary atmosphere of STAR's philosophy. On the impressive new Star Scholars website, you can find a link to the conference site where there is additional information and the conference email for all your queries. We would also appreciate if you share the information. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm not sure if Dr. Chris Glass is here. Maybe Dr. Goldie can highlight some other opportunities that the guests who are less familiar with Star Scholars Network might want to take advantage of, and how to join and become members.
I think I saw Dr. Glass was there a moment ago.
Dr. Glass? I saw him before, but I was looking for him and I didn't find.
Okay.
Brief.
Yeah, he joined our presentation. Not sure if he's here anymore, but
maybe he dropped out.
Yeah, I think he's not here now.
But go to starscholars.org and you'll be able to find a lot of opportunities. As you heard, the Millennium, the mentorship program, conferences, publications, books, many journals. It's a very vibrant global grassroots community / movement. And please learn about it, and please connect, and please join the future program. I'd like to highlight that on behalf of our colleagues. I think we are at the last final stage.
Yes, we are. So before we ask Star Scholars Network President to say a few final words, I'm looking forward to hearing from him again, we would like to ask Dr. Sam Sharma, one of our facilitators, to share a parting note on behalf of the facilitators. He has an exquisite poem he has written, which is a culmination in my mind of all his impressive body of work, and a beautiful way for us to begin to celebrate and wrap up this wonderful day. The Cycle of Expertise. Thanks again, Sam, for all your work and all your inspiration.
Thank you very much. There is no lack of experts in the cycle of expertise. In learning as a cycle of expertise, teaching isn't telling, listening isn't learning, doing is knowing, experiencing is learning, learning is experiencing. When teaching is a cycle of expertise, of studying and practicing new ideas, of exchanging changes made in the classroom, of writing and sharing stories with each other, practitioners are experts, their stories, their expertise. When scholarship is a cycle of expertise, expertise is process and outcome and progress. It's embodied knowledge and context in the knowledge maker and the knowledge made. When knowledge is rooted in life and society and spreads naturally in life's many languages, when education has a purpose larger than mere numbers can ever be, when scholarship has a mission greater than me, when there's no ranking greater than relevancy or status without quality, when scholars know to grow by giving, when there is inclusion, not hierarchy, a centerless network can seek greater good for humanity. There, if learning is happening, teaching can wait. If practice breeds expertise, experts can leave, making room for the cycle of expertise. Thank you.
Thank you, my friends.
Thank you very much, sir, Shamsar.
Can we take the sharing down?
Yes.
Yeah, cycle of expertise comes to full circle, right? There's no lack of experts. Teaching is not telling. Listening is not learning. Learning is experiencing. Thank you, Dr. Sharma. You have given us a very good treat of this experience. Thank you, STARS. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the presence of Dr. Edward Velo, our STAR advisor. But I would like to let everybody know that at the top of the leadership, we have our advisory board. Advisors command a lot of respect and they are our source of inspiration. Thank you, Dr. Velo, for your presence. Your presence means work to us. We always benefit from your wisdom. I see some other STAR leaders, the extraordinary people I get to work with every day, my distinguished colleagues, Dr. Chris Glass, the Executive Vice President of STAR. I saw Dr. Mausami Mukherjee, Dr. Natalie Cruz, Dr. Keith Wright, Dr. Lisa Announced, country directors, Dr. Elena De Prada, Marina Falaska, and other STAR leaders. Your presence gives me a feeling that I won't have to brag about what STAR Scholars Network is all about. It is your words that inspire me all the time. I encourage everybody to ask Dr. Elena De Prada about the Spain conference. And please, please, please ask Marina Falaska about the Argentina conference that is coming up, okay? If we have any new community members joining us today in this celebration, you will undoubtedly hear more about many, many other impactful STAR initiatives, such as the Millennium Scholars Program, which you heard, I guess. You will hear about publication opportunities from our Senior Executive Vice President, Dr. Krishna Bista, who could not join us today, but he has been actually advancing the mission of this network in another part of the world right now as we talk.
He's been helping this program every day.
Yes. And there are many, many other opportunities, and not to forget, A. Noam Chomsky Global Connections Awards. I think I saw Dr. Keith Wright here, who is leading the award committee as chair. Please ask him about this program. We may also have a STAR reunion in Vigo, Spain this year in October, okay? And maybe in Buenos Aires next year. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Sharma again for conceptualizing this program and relentlessly putting efforts into assembling a team of facilitators who have done an incredible job. Nela Navarro, you are a great, great host and mentor, a mentor-in-chief, I would say. Thank you so much. And this is the second time you have done it, and you assembled a team of amazing facilitators. For additional stars here, I would be remiss if I don't take their name. Fong Wen Vo, Mebube Rakchandra Beru. Sorry for butchering your name again. Let me say it again. Mebube Rakchandra Beru, Nasreen Pervin, and Pratusha Bhaumik, who are all facilitators. I have sent you a letter of appreciation, a special letter of appreciation. We couldn't project it today, but I'm sure you will be sharing with all of us as social media influencers. So we can see the appreciation flowing through the chat box. I was reading, let that flow, keep them going. A terrific example of expansion and incredibly effective teamwork. This is an example, this is an exemplary event that the world can learn from. It was far from easy. I've seen it, I've seen the facilitators at work when you were planning the program. You have done a great job. That was phenomenal. I've been fortunate to see the facilitators in action. Classroom engagement, back and forth, the pain, the frustration, the feedback, and the occasional kudos. In the last 2 weeks only, I was calculating roughly the facilitators have contributed over 250 hours of voluntary contribution. In the past 40 days altogether, it totals out to 1,414 hours, which computes to 25.5 hours per person overall program. Through collaboration, enjoyment, satisfaction, and as Dr. Salma says, growing by giving. Okay, graduates, you have probably figured you will also grow if you embrace the model of growing by giving. I have already seen your commitment, so I am confident you can make cascading impacts. Implementing your program within the 6 months. Start small so you can think going big. We already saw that commitment. From the breakout room, I saw a commitment from the STAR Nepal group. They are trying to replicate the program with some contextual modifications. They plan on facilitating 8 sessions in 2 days to meet 2 objectives. Number 1, to design research agenda having social implications. And number 2, to integrate research in teaching. So I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to hear that they have also prepared a financial proposal to tap into a potential grant of 80,000 rupees from University Grants Commission. Good luck. I also got to hear another powerful initiative by Dani, a peace studies scholar from Indonesia. Peace in, peace out. That is the title of his initiative. Very powerful. And he wants to cultivate some socially impactful scholars, cross-cultural influencers, and strongly grounded reflective thinkers and doers. The best part I saw there was the Gantt chart. He has the timeline. So he knows how to get there. It's not just a vision or New Year resolution, it's a commitment. Thank you. I got to speak with many other scholars, like Mamolete from South Africa, Anjali and Geoffrey, and many of you. I do wish to go back and see every presentation. I didn't get that opportunity today. When the recordings are available, I hope. And I will be watching with a great deal of interest how you are making the impact. Please do not forget to share the stories of your impact when you create those impacts. I'd like to congratulate the graduates of the class of 2023. 48 graduates this year came from Argentina, Australia, Azerbaijan, Bangladesh, Canada, China, Costa Rica, Gambia, India, Indonesia, Kenya, Morocco, Nepal, Nigeria, Sudan, Taiwan, Gambia, United States, and Vietnam. And I also saw a Nepali friend wearing a cap from Dhaka, Bangladesh. So it's a great event of friendship and universal brotherhood and sisterhood. Before I end, I would like to pause and observe a moment of silence in the loving memory of Salina Akhtar, our friend Saima Sultana Suchi's beloved mom. Can we observe a moment of silence?
Sure, sir. That would be my pleasure.
Thank you. We were heartbroken to hear the tragic news. Saima, I wish I could say something to help ease your pain. I would say may
Yes, sir. Actually,
patience and ease to pass through these trials. So
thanks for all your kind words, sir. That's so thoughtful of you.
When I'm surrounded by thinkers and leaders and compassionate humans, I feel like I should take liberty to bring back Dr. Martin Luther King again. Is that okay? Dr. King said, "The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people. I always thought that was the ultimate tragedy. He said, no, that's not. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by bad people. Then what is it? You want to ask, right? Dr. King said, ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. So you good people are now committed to raise voice for justice. Go make the world a better place. Thank you all. Stay connected. Go Stars.
Go Stars. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Go Stars.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Stars.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
you. Bye.